10 seconds. A blink of an eye. A blip in the day. What could happen in that short amount of time?
I was in the press box along with all of the other media.
I don't know, it seemed like forever.
I'm still exhausted.
This doesn't happen here. This is usually the other way around.
With all signs pointing towards the Saints' victory, the art of crafting the perfect headline would begin.
We had a short list of ideas, for instance, Mall of America, M-A-U-L.
The Vikings are about to have another playoff loss, and how are we going to capture that?
As you're calling this game, you're thinking about, how am I gonna sum up the season in 30 seconds or less?
As we back in the huddle, he calls a play, and it's Buffalo right 7 having. It was crazy because, you know, it was quieter. It was quieter than I thought. Everybody was kind of dead.
Into the drive, I said to Pete, we are going to need a Minneapolis Miracle. And he followed it up by saying, Paul, this is where legends are made.
Once I kept my feet, I said, I'm gonna just run. And whoever is behind me gonna have to try to chase me down. As I catch the ball, I'm anticipating a bang-bang shot. Since there's no bang-bang, I felt like something had to happen. He didn't touch me, so he had to miss. And if he missed, I got a chance. I kind of stumbled a little bit, and I tried to keep my feet. And I even thought about going out of bounds, but I wasn't going out of bounds.
I heard Pete say, stay in bounds, and he did. So now it's up to me, while the analyst is going out of body, to strictly just call the play.
I tried to sum it up the best I could, all the emotions of all the Viking fans and the people at home that were watching it on TV, and just screamed like a little girl for a little bit.
One unbelievable finish turned the biggest doubters into the biggest believers, and euphoria broke out across Minnesota, moments before the hockey team took the ice in St. Paul.
Normally, this place is packed when the anthems happen. Hockey fans like their anthems, and everyone was out on the concourse level. I get out there, and I'm able to shut it out of my mind. I start singing "O Canada." 2-3 lines in, all of a sudden, a roar just goes through the entire stadium, and it's sustained. At the end of the day, I'm really glad it worked out that way, because if I had seen that play first and felt that, and then had to immediately calm down and go out on the ice and sing, nearly impossible. I don't know if I could have done it.
Like immediately, like within 30 minutes, I had probably 40 video clips sent to me. Probably the craziest thing I saw was the guy that tweeted at me. This wasn't a video, he just sent an image. He actually tore his Achilles tendon celebrating. Like after it happened, he was so euphoric that he like jumped up and down. He must have jumped too high and landed wrong. And he like literally tore his Achilles. I heard people that say like their Fitbits were going off and were like, you know, telling them that they were having a heart attack, or that they were, you know, like their heart rates had gotten so amped up even though they were just sitting and watching.
After a split-second decision that went the wrong direction, New Orleans went from celebrating to swearing.
I came up with it, and I bounced it off of other people.
I thought he was joking because it was expletive, expletive, expletive. And then when you actually see it on the page, you realize it's the perfect headline.
That expletive, expletive, expletive can be really sort of whatever you want it to be, but I think that among Saints fans, there was probably a significant amount of cursing.
There are 86,400 seconds in a day. Turns out, you only need 10 of them to make history. And thanks to social media, we can relive it over and over again.
Usually I don't get the ball on that play. Like I never got it in warm-ups, drills, anytime. But it was my turn that time.